Hey, welcome back to Two Stupid Guys for Socks. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Vinny. And man, oh man, this is a wild week for two reasons in particular. We talked about in the last video my love for fallen angel stocks and United Health being one of them potentially on my radar. Well, we learned that not only did Warren Buffett buy some, the king of value investing. So my thumbnail for the last video was
Was
entirely
it was
a
accurate?
prediction that was 100% accurate within days. Okay. I am like the new oracle of I have no idea where I am. But Michael Burry bought shares and bought calls and loaded back up on calls of Alibaba stock, which is another favorite of ours here. So it was
Solid
a
week.
wild week of
Yeah,
bananas, right?
all good
I love
news.
it.
Solid.
Yeah. So this is the headline you're seeing is that Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway reveals stake in United Healthcare. Dylan and I did a deeper dive in terms of our valuation on United Healthcare, what we thought they were generating in terms of a return on free cash flow or free cash flow yield, if you will. And we kind of talked a little bit about our play in terms of when we would think we would buy it. Stock shot up from like 250 to like 300 on this news here. So
Yeah, here I
interesting.
have it.
But United Health was really kind of pretty point blank in that fact that they're looking at the next two quarters being kind of crappy. So you might still have an opportunity to get into the stock and have a better price than Warren Buffett did.
Yeah, very possible. I'll let you decide which day the news is announced.
I'm going
Um,
to go with that big gap there,
Probably.
Uh,
But if we
yeah.
zoom out, I mean, just remember they were all the way up here. Big drop to 480. We have this huge gap of no trading between 330 and 376. So we're still not even close to there. So there's I agree. I think this is going to chop a bit.
Yeah, I exactly. Obviously, they got a big pop of the news. Berkshire Hathaway disclosed a 5 million share holding of $1.6 billion stake, which in the context of Berkshire Hathaway is still barely anything. I think they actually said further down here in the article, it's like their 18th largest holding. Yeah, right. Yeah, the stake puts it at 18th biggest position in Berkshire Hathaway portfolio. Like, yeah, sure. It's nice to see. But is it like right home to mama about it? No, not yet. Okay.
Not
I
quite.
think we might have an opportunity to buy it, like I said, at an even better price than Buffett. Because one thing that happens, right, is like you think about management, and management's bonuses are really determined on a year by year basis, right? And they have an incentive basically when they're having a bad year to just chuck a bunch of bad crap into it and say like it was a horrible year, so our bonus kind of sucks. What are you going to do? Next year should be much better. And it sounded like from the conference call that's what management's play basically is here is that they're going to just chunk a bunch of other losses, settle a bunch of stuff this year, and that they're going to hope for a better 2026. Like they were basically resigned that 2025 was going to be a crappy year for them. Okay,
Yeah.
so
I mean,
yeah,
good call. They are correct. So you're not doing
yeah.
great.
And the management, kind of how to put this, the business development or business performance is different from the stock performance. I completely get that too. But in theory, they should kind of track along. That's what we as like
Ish.
people that are value oriented investors believe. But you're seeing basically they're saying that this year the business is going to suck for the next
Yep.
6 months. So you may have more opportunities to get into that. Not quite 6 months, but so we'll look at that. But the other thing we saw too is that Burry filed his 13F filing, one of those Burry missed days where we get the
Mm,
insight into the genius's portfolio. Not only did he actually buy some shares down here, only 20,000 shares. He's not Warren Big Daddy Bucks Buffett here, but he loaded up on a bunch of calls too. 350,000 shares worth of calls. Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I did actually not see the Lululemon uh, edition
Well,
there. Interesting.
I can't speak to the finance of that company, but I'll tell you that yoga pants make Vinny a happy guy. So I'm not sure if the finances back that, but in your personal life, is that not like the case?
If anyone's wondering, yes, Vinny did just do a whiskey tasting
I did. It's
right before
fantastic.
this.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah, Burry loaded up on a whole bunch of calls actually. So he was pretty much anticipating a good bull run through the summer here. But UNH, Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, LuluLemon, Meta, another company I own that I love, Estee Lauder, which is one he's traded in and out of 18,000 times, JD, which is one we've looked at before in the past, and Baba,
Yeah.
my homie, just a little bit of Baba shares,
I was a little bit surprised that he went back in JD in both, but I mean, great sign because I'm in both
Yeah.
too, so that makes me feel better. Um, Here's the Baba chart. Just kind of chugging along here, bouncing off this 200, and we're just in kind of a little consolidation thing.
I,
Yeah.
yeah. Word of warning on Baba though. Something it doesn't smell right here. Okay. So I didn't look this morning, but I did look yesterday. They typically will announce a date for their earnings about 2 weeks prior to the publication, and they haven't announced it as of last I was aware. So that makes me a little bit nervous. There was some rumors on Reddit like what this could be surrounding, whether it's like an investigation or kind of a chip thing, or as far as like towards AI, or on the positive end, like towards an Ant Group IPO. There's something not quite right. They haven't done done this in the past where they didn't like announce that earnings, like we're due for Alibaba earnings and we haven't received them yet. Never mind that 2 week warning. So something there seems like amiss. So
So
yeah,
that is
pretty
weird.
volatile.
I give you that. I do find it hard to believe Burry would buy calls right before this was happening when he's such a news rumor guy.
True. Well, okay. But remember, this is 45 days past
Oh,
due.
shoot.
So the
You're
13
right.
F filing would have
Yeah,
been
I
as
forgot
of
about that.
June 30th,
I did forget
2025.
about that.
So he's held these
Yeah,
2 months
you're
ago,
right.
or a month and a half ago. So we don't know what he's holding at this
You're right.
point.
We're screwed.
But yeah,
It's over.
I don't know. I don't know. And then in like other like mildly annoying news, I got my Google share get called away at a strike price of 195. But what are you gonna do?
Eventually, he's going to learn. But, we all make mistakes. I keep on trading options for some stupid reason. He keeps on giving his shares away for a very low price. It is what it is.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Well, my Alibaba covered call expired worthless, so I'm gonna sell another one of those.
Right before there's something weird going on. Good call. Yeah, that would be the time to
And
do it. That's definitely intelligent.
and your homie's sitting on like like $40,000 in cash in his account right now, so he's gotta find some other investments. If you have any other ideas,
Off the top of my head, Movie Pass. That would
Yes.
be probably number one.
Burry says LuluLemon, yoga pants don't lose. I'm gonna think about that.
I think there's a Costco thing for LuluLemon, actually. I don't know if you're aware
There
of
is.
that, but
Yeah, this
if Costco can make those pants for $8, pretty impressive. We're going to see how that pans out. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Let us know what you think.
Catch you next one.